In a developing story, people in Wagoner are coming to terms with damage in a major part of its historic downtown. A fire that started Sunday evening still burns tonight. So far, investigators are not sure how the fire started. Fox 23's Lynn Casey joins us live with what people in town are now doing to help the business owners who lost everything. Lynn.
Owl Drug, just over my shoulder right there, has been here absolutely forever. And there were actually two family-run drugstores here in town. The other one's pretty historic, too. The owners of Rogers Drug say they're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that Owl Drug makes it through this. A strange start to the week for Rogers Drug owner Steve Nicholas on the phone with the State Board of Pharmacy.
What can I do legally if someone comes in with a bottle? Is this an emergency situation?
He and the owner of Owl Drug were trying to figure out how to take care of Owl's customers because their prescriptions lie underneath this rubble that still burns a day after a fire started on Main Street.
We came up with a plan, and today it seemed to work pretty good.
Nicholas watched the buildings burn Sunday night with just about everyone else in the city of Wagoner, but he was watching his competitor's livelihood turn to ashes.
Yeah, it was horrible.
He was still trying to take in what was happening when he got a text from the owner of Owl Drug.
I read it and it said, "Can I borrow some drugs?" I was like, you bet.
He says they may be competitors, but in these days of big box pharmacies, loyalty to another family working to keep the tradition of old school drugstores alive is way more important.
The idea of him just feeling as helpless as what I would have felt, it was just overwhelming.
Nicholas says he'll do whatever Owl needs until they can carry on with business. And he's hoping, along with everyone else in town, to learn that the fire was an accident, not that someone had done this to them on purpose.
That's somebody's livelihood. Not only that, it's Wagoner, it's our little town, and it's our Main Street.
Now, it's hard to see in the dark, but the rubble in these buildings is still smoldering. Investigators say they've got to wait until this fire is completely out before they can really start gathering evidence that they hope will lead to a cause. Reporting live in Wagoner, covering news that matters, I'm Lynn Casey, Fox 23 News.
Now, the owner of Ann's Antique Shop was one of the first people in downtown Wagoner to call for help. She saw flames, drove to the police department. Fire quickly spread, though, to 5 buildings, as we've told you. She told us the damage is really devastating to a community trying to bring new life to historic Main Street. She says when she sees those buildings now, she thinks of the families who lost everything.
And somebody had the presence of mind to run up the stairs and let the people know that there was a fire. And so they all came barreling out. What they walked out with is what they have. They've lost everything.
First responders worked for hours to keep the flames from spreading even farther. Fox 23 is staying in close contact with fire investigators. Watch for updates throughout the night on fox23.com and on Fox 23 News Tuesday morning from 4 to 9.